Welcome back, everybody, and today we have a new token to talk about that launched in May of 2021, but it was fairly unknown. I ran across it a couple hours ago, and I obviously swapped into it with Ethereum, obviously, because it's not on any exchange yet. They're talking about it getting on Binance pretty soon, but we'll talk about that later. So we're going to talk about this new coin. It's another Doge meme, basically, as you can see, but it's kind of based off of Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos as well, and that's why it's called Bezoge Earth. Now we're going to go through the white paper, through the website step by step, look at the technicals, look at the chart, look at the video game that they've also made that is in testing right now, and what the future holds, and can you get a 10x return in about 1 month to 6 months, which there's a high possibility considering how cheap this coin is, what the burn rate is, what the rewards are for holding. For every transaction you get rewarded. So let's dive into the website here, and we'll go like, let me actually, this is our story, obviously. Dear fellow Dogazens, because everyone is obsessed with the Shiba and the Dogecoin, obviously. So 1 second. Okay, here we go. Many spacecraft were built. Yada yada yada. On to the next. Doge informed his species. Basically, it's a story about the Doge going to the moon or whatever. And let's go over here. And how to get it, which is the big step, obviously. So step 1, you have to create a MetaMask wallet, or you use Coinbase wallet, which is what I used, connected to your Coinbase account. You just transfer over Ethereum to it, and then you just transfer Ethereum to Bezoge. Very simple. The fees are astronomical because of Ethereum's minus fees right now. The first transaction I did, $250 for the fee, and the second one was like $218 or $212. You know, send Ether, but you can just do it on your Coinbase wallet. It's very quickly, very easy. Now this is interesting. Let me go over here. Also, these graphics are fantastic. So there's your token symbol, and your 2% tax, 1% rewards for holding it, and that is just like instant. Like every time there's a transaction, you get 1% from that transaction, and there's a burn. So every transaction that happens, there's a fee to it, and those coins are burnt forever. They're gone. Now the supply is 100 quadrillion. Obviously, it's going down every single transaction. So we're gonna talk about that more in a bit. Now let's scroll down a little bit. Now the current price is bouncing around here. Yes, I'll show you guys the Earth map. Now let's see. It's a Q2. So, you know, they got everything as they wanted. 15,000 holders, 15,000 Telegram members, coin market cap listing, CoinGecko listing, meme contest, Bezoge battle minigame, tracker, marketing. Now Q3, they still have not hit 30,000 holders. Obviously, me and a few of my friends have already jumped on it today, so it's sitting at around 21,000 holders. There's the alpha release of the game, which is still in beta or whatever you want to call it. Development of the marketplace that they have, it's still not done. NFT character sale, they're still working on it. 30k Telegram members, and then obviously, you know, Q4, which we are in Q4. There's still, you know, there's still a bit more ways to go. Twitch influencer marketing. Now for the marketing though, what I'm hearing is next couple weeks in December there's going to be a huge marketing campaign all over everything: Instagram, Facebook, Twitch. They're going to try to get listed on Binance as well, which apparently I'm hearing both sides. Like it's happening, or it's not happening, or it's close, but and obviously the utility. You know, it's step by step, but it looks like it's got a fantastic development team. It's moving ahead. It's super cheap too. It's such a great, you know, yeah, and there's the community commerce and the blockchain, which is coming very, very soon. But it's very cheap, so I recommend getting into it. I mean, you lose out, whatever, but, you know, if this thing goes up 50, 60, 70%, you know, the next couple days, it's a big increase. And then I'll just keep losing zeros, which we'll take a look at it now. But let's take a look at the game. So, to be an alpha tester, you actually have to sign up. I haven't signed up yet because you need to be on on, forget what, you actually have to be signed up for some other communication too, which I'll sign up later, but we'll check it out later, the game. But let's look at the white paper, which is very important. You guys can read it too. This is supposed to be version 1, but on the link up here it says version 2, so it probably got updated, but they're also going to update us for 2022 in the coming weeks. The introduction is more than just a meme. It's a multi-purpose, multi-utility token. Unlike other meme coins which serve no purpose, like Doge. Now Shiba has a purpose. Let's not go there, but to create a community-based ecosystem backed by a strong development team. And the long-term vision, we've seen this before in a couple coins launched in May of 2021. So, you know, I'm always skeptical. Long-term vision of Bezoge is mass inclusion, equality, and fairness using distributed ledger technology, the blockchain, obviously. We'll see what happens with the whole inclusivity thing and everything. But, you know, still early on. And here is a table of contents, abstract, more than just a meme. You guys can read it. So, there was no pre-sale. This is the good thing about this. There was a limit how much you could buy when this came out, which was $30. I thought it was $100 back then, but it wasn't. It was only $30, which is really good. That means you weren't able to build any huge whales. So the whales now, you know, they could be called whales. Some of the first people that bought into it, but you know, it's not whale like on Shiba or like on Dogecoin or the creator of Bitcoin, who's got quite a lot of the coin still. So that's good. And obviously the founding team kept 1% for each member, totaling 3%, which is, you know, it's okay. The vision. So read that on your own. The geeky stuff is what we really want to do, which is the tokenomics. 50% of the supply has been burnt forever. Imbalance and code to the taxation and redistribute mechanism. Now 40% of the supply has been put into liquidity. It will be locked forever because we Bezoge, we don't need extra money. 3% of token supply for development team, we saw that. 3% of token supply allocated to Bezoge treasury. We need to spread the word, obviously, who aren't as active as some of us, and obviously it's to pay influencers and marketers, which they're going to do. And then there is the burn. And so basically on every transaction there's a 1% burn. So this must be like the version 2 of this paper, that's why. And basically allowing the rarity of the token to increase per transaction, which is good for us holding, who bought in just now or who are going to keep buying in. And the redistribution is nice. So from every transaction that happens, you get back 1%, which I've been seeing it on my wallet. I've already gotten, I think, like 4 or 5 million coins back within like 2 hours. I think that's how much I've owned it for, about like 2 hours. You know, obviously the swap, I told you guys the fees are pretty crazy. And, you know, there's going to be NFT token characters and everything. And this is something that you guys can all check out. But for now, we're going to go look at the charts and see how many people are holding it. Maybe it's gone up or and such. Oh yeah, and yeah, here is your roadmap. Q1 2020 to be announced pretty soon for 2022. The boring legal stuff you should read. More than a meme. Okay, let's go to the chart here. Let's see. Do I have everything correctly done? Let's put you guys. Let's okay. So I have it as a 4-hour chart. We'll check it from October to currently. The price is 2919. It was at 326 something about an hour ago, but obviously people have sold off because there was a little bit of a spike, as you guys can see right there. We went from like 2.4 all the way up to, well, we actually went up all the way up to here, yeah, to 31, 32, yeah, 32 like that. So obviously there was going to be a sell-off from people that probably bought, you know, way down here. Obviously, early on in October, and I wish I knew it back then. Early in October, like right here. And as you guys can see, it's just all green here. Even though the chart kind of shows a little bit of red candles, it was just all buying, and then, you know, some selling, some selling. So, you know, obviously people that bought down here are going to start selling a little bit. Obviously, they're going to be paying a fee to sell. There's a 1% fee for the transaction to sell, obviously, and people get complain about that, but that's like on Ethereum. You know, you pay a astronomical gas fee. Same with Bitcoin to sell or buy. So there's fees on all these things. And the holders are going to be right over here. Let me highlight it for you guys. 21,633. That's how many wallets are holding it right now. Obviously, there's really no exchanges from what I know, because you have to swap for it. So, but maybe in about a month or 2 months, once this thing loses a couple zeros, like let's look at these zeros. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You lose 1 0, you're going to be going up, what, 150% or 200% around? Which is quite a bit. So, you know, you put 10 grand in, you're sitting at around $30,000. But granted, you're going to pay about $3,000 or $4,000 in Ethereum fees just to buy this. So, I believe that could be why they kind of stuck with it. But once it goes on exchanges, it'll be much easier to buy. Obviously, this has a potential easily to lose a couple zeros. It'll probably do it depending how the marketing campaign goes in the next month or two. You know, if this thing gets any real volume like Shiba or Dogecoin did last year, just, you know, a little bit more like volume, and this thing's just gonna pop. So you've got that for you. Total liquidity, daily volume right there on the side, and you can access this if you go to their website. Is it? Yeah, and you can actually swap like that as well to get it on their side. But I like to use, I love to use the Coinbase wallet, obviously. So let me know if you guys heard about it, or if you guys bought in or if you guys bought in 3 or 4 months ago, which is pretty cool. I wish I did too, but I'm into it now. I'm holding. I'm getting millions of tokens every like 2 hours, so gonna keep increasing my position. Let's see what happens. We will do an update video in the next 2 or 3 weeks, or if the price actually goes up 50-60% and it holds, we'll do an update video. I'll tell you what it is, what's going on Reddit, because their Reddit group is still very low-key. Like, there's like nobody on it yet. There's like a few people, so we'll see where it goes, guys. Let me know what you think. Comment, like, subscribe below, and share with all of your friends. See you later.